Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Yes. How are you guys? Did you enjoy your lunch?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you have? What did you have for lunch?
แกงส้มชะอมกุ้งค่ะ
Oh, nice. It's easy to eat, huh? Right? แกงส้ม So as we know now, we are not skipping our discussion this week now. So we are following what we have planned. We are following what we have planned in the course syllabus. Okay. So yeah. So today is gonna be the class discussion, the fourth class discussion. Okay. So it's concerned airport, right? Airport rules and all those stuff. Because last time before the midterm we talked about food, right? Food in different countries, huh? So today we're gonna talk about the airport and rules and all those stuff for other countries, for the groups that you have selected. Okay, so you guys can start whenever you're ready. I am not sure. So it's gonna be one leader, right? But I'm sure that it's gonna be group 4, but I'm not sure which one. So you can jump in anytime.
Yes, teacher ขออนุญาตใช้ค่ะเลยนะคะ
Sure.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Okay, we are from Group 4 from Japan, and today we will bring all our friends to discuss the topic of major airports, service facility, and regulations in airport. But before we begin our discussion today, we also have one question that we would like to ask everyone. The questions is, what do you think the airport should have? Anyone can answer with a keyword or a short answer. This exchange what must be in the airport.
Like facility.
Yeah. What's that? Anything else?
I think the airport should have a clean restroom and there are pharmacy with all type of medicine.
Hmm.
I think the airport must have the banking and ticket services for change the money.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Everyone answer is a part of the airport. Each country that should have one, right? Okay. In which case, the airport may have service or facility available to passengers who come to use them. Okay. Today we will come to know what airport each of your country has. Okay. And the first topic that we have prepared for today is the type of travel into Japan. So let's get started with the first topic.
Types of travel into Japan. The first item is traveling to Japan, which will have 4 topics as following. 1. Travel with a passport. 2. Visit Japan without a visa. 3. Travel to Japan with a visa. And the last, a visa with multiple for tourists. Let's start. The first, travel with a passport, which is a passport that is valid for more than 6 months when travel to Japan or abroad. Second, visit Japan without a visa. Visit Japan without a visa for those who wish to travel to Japan for tourists and stay for up 15 days without a visa. The Japanese government has announced the exemption of visa to Japan for Thai people. This is effective as of July 1st, 2013. And documents that should be carried with you to show to Japanese immigration official. สไลด์ที่ 2 ก่อน There are plane tickets out of Japan, cash, credit card, name, address, and phone number. Next. Third, travel to Japan with a visa. Visa requires travel to Japan. Those who wish to stay in Japan for more than 15 days or who wish to work in Japan for other reasons must apply of a visa by applying for a visa at the Japanese Visa Application Center. And the last, a visa with multiple types for tourists. Multiple visa for tourists. The Japanese government has a policy of issuing multiple visa for tourists. It will be issued to Thai national residing in Thailand as a person who has previously received a visa and has visited Japan within the last 3 years, or as someone with a stable financial situation. Next. Question. Was it your entry into your country life or different from Japan? Singapore, you can share. การเดินทางเข้าประเทศของคุณเหมือนหรือแตกต่างกับญี่ปุ่นยังไงแชร์ได้นะคะ
Okay, it's okay. Okay, thank you for listening. And okay, now we are done with the topic of travel patterns in Japan. You can see that there are many styles to choose from. We can choose to come with any form, and each form will have a different purpose for traveling to Japan. Okay, if no one else has to say more or exchange anything.
I can tell just a little bit about that if you want to know, like traveling to Taiwan, if you want to know.
Yeah, sure. I want to
Yeah, it's similar to Japan because when we travel to Taiwan, so you can get in for free. No visa required for Thai people as well.
Yeah.
And Taiwan, so you can stay up like, I guess, stay up to like 2 weeks. I guess I'm not sure about that. Maybe a week or 2 weeks. I'm not sure about that. And you can just get in without using a visa. But if you are residents of the, if you are residents, whether you are like having the study visa or the working visa, so you're gonna have this one as well. So you're gonna get visa first, and then when you get into the country, so you have to change your visa into the we call it ARC, like the alien residential card that we can use instead of the passport and visa in order to stay in Taiwan. And then we have this one. It's come to the airport stuff, because as you know that when we go through the immigration, so we have to show the passport, right? And for us, when we have that card, so we don't have to use the passport. We just use the card, and then we registered at the airport for the e-gate. And then when we get to Taiwan, so we just tap the card similar to we walk through the BTS gate. And that's all. And then we can just scan our face, just look at the card, and then we walk through without encountering any questions or any queue from the immigration. So that's another way that we did. That's another way that we do here in Taiwan. So it's quite, but you have to get but you have to register for the e-gate service first, and then you can do this one. So you don't have to wait in line for tons of people in line at the immigration for that. Just walk through. They have like the lanes, like they have the lanes for e-gate service. That's the way we or I enter Taiwan. Is it different?
It's a bit, I think.
It's convenient, right?
Yeah, but it's convenient.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Can I share about South Korean?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, for South Korea, foreign tourists wishing to enter the Republic of South Korea must have a valid passport and must apply for a visa prior to travel. But citizens of 105 countries wishing to temporarily visit to South Korea are able to enter the Republic of South Korea unnecessarily must have a visa in accordance with international agreement or an agreement of special significance or mutual benefit study visas are divided into several categories based on the actual study duration of up to 4 years.
Okay, thank you, teacher and friends, for sharing with us. Okay, if no one else has to say more or share anything, then we will start on the next topic.
Okay, later we will take you on a tour of the great services available at Japanese airport to travelers from all over the world. Narita Airport is one of the Tokyo airports that serve both international and domestic flights. If you arrive at this airport, you can visit the shopping area of Ueno, Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Yokohama after approximately an hour by train. Also, the airports offer a wide selection of handy service for travelers, such as Nariko app. The Nariko app is another notable element of Narita International Airport. It appears to be free, but it is a Narita Airport special app. You can inquire with Nariko about the airport's service. Nariko is available in both English and Spanish. It is also compatible with both the Android and iOS platforms. And you can use the luggage delivery service, where you can inform the airport where you will be returning. Let's pick up our luggage in advance at the hotel. On the other hand, you may also use the luggage delivery service to your hotel. Okay, and this is ideal for people who have an early flight and are concerned about missing their trip to the airport, or to looking for a place to rest while waiting Narita International Airport. 9 hour, a capsule hotel that adjacent to Terminal 2 is the closest hotel.
So in Japan, they also have prepaid SIM card and Wi-Fi device. So you can buy a prepaid SIM card and Wi-Fi device as service desk in all airport arrival halls. And the next one. The next one is they also have some restaurant range from a traditional Japanese cuisine to a famous fast food and restaurant and informal cafe at our airport too. So if you want to buy something, you can go to a shop, you can buy some souvenir are available to our terminal, sell a traditional handicraft, fashion product, and gadgets. So our terminal provided duty-free store in the passenger area. So there also is a maid cafe and good link to a popular cartoon character. And other facility at Narita Airport include a children play area and a prayer room in every terminal. So may I ask you guys, what unique facility does your country airport offer?
I want to share in Russia. In Russia, the facilities are likely to be kind of first consideration. There are many kinds of those, such as banking and ticket services like banks, ATMs, tickets and tour operators, baggage services such as baggage room, baggage carts, baggage wrapping, beauty and health services such as beauty shops and pharmacies.
I want to
Restaurant
share Singapore.
and beverages such as restaurant, bar, cafe, fast foods, shopping service such as duty free, newsstand, fashionable, accessory, perfume and cosmetic, wallet store, souvenir and gifts, jewelry and watch, airport shuttle service such as rent a car pass, book a taxi, customer service at arrival and departure such as charging your phone, smoking area, baby shower room, telecom, baby care room, and children's playrooms.
I want to share Singapore. Inside the airport, there are complete facilities and there are various service points for passengers to relax, such as clean bathroom, sufficient for the number of passengers and can see the view of the runway. There is a movie theater which is open to visitors for free 24 hours a day. There is an outdoor swimming pool open from 6 a.m. until midnight. The public, yes.
I want to share in China. Airport China have 5G Wi-Fi, airport lounge, and baby facility, children area, check-in self-service, smart safety control technology, and lost and found.
Can I share in South Korea?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, like when they have like some kind of like bus service, so you don't have to pay any money on taxi to go to the hospital, or if you have some fever or you are sick, you don't have to worry about that because we have like in Hawaii University Medical Center. It's kind of like pre-clinic students, doctor students in there, and they have some clinic in airport. And when you go with the children or with kids, the problem is kids don't want to go with you, so start crying anywhere. In Korea, they have like children zone or like have like some kind of like nursery that have some teacher or some staff playing with their kid. That's all in Korean. Thank you.
Excuse me, I want to share USA. USA have Miami International Airport. It's about 13 kilometers from the city. It contains a lot of facility and service for the traveler, such as uh, transportation service that have uh, operational capability. Food and drinking has a wide variety of food and finding choice, ranging from snack, cafe, and fast food to fine dining, such as at MIA Hotel, top of the Post restaurant, which offer panoramic view and other food options remain open uh, open all day, such as drinking donuts Subway.
And Shopping Place has award-winning shops offering innovative shopping experience and assortment of merchandise ranging from magazine to luxury brands. In addition, we are finding more service and amenities to accommodate people like ATMs, Wi-Fi, and internet access and spa service. Thank you.
The second place is Levant Airport in Texas, United States. This is Dallas Fort Worth Airport, DFW. When you reach the airport, here you will find many facilities and good service. For example, shopping places, the All Pandora, recreation place, traveler lounges, so we can unwind before the next stop or refresh after a red eye at one of our many lounge options, such as the club, the FW, the Centurion Lounge, and they also have paintings, sculptures. Many of these pieces can be seen throughout International Terminal D and Skylink stations. You can enjoy moments with your family at the FW airport because there are amenities to serve the family McDonald's play area at Terminal D. And you will get assurance covering book before the trip to keep your little ones excited for their journey at the FW. And the special things here is travel with pets and have a service animals area at the FW. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all for sharing with that. What about teacher utility? Is there anything unique amenity you encountered or been to at other airport?
You mean Taiwan?
Yeah. หรือว่าเป็นประเทศอื่นๆก็ได้นะคะที่ทีเชอร์เคยไปมาแบบอยากรู้เลย
In Taiwan we have like free shower service. That's the thing that you need, right? When you stay in the airport for a long time, or you just stay there for even you stay just like for a couple of hours, and sometimes you feel like sticky, you feel from traveling, right? So you go to the airport. So they have like, I think they have the free shower service, and they have like the I don't know whether they offer it or not, but it's just like it's just the place that hide away from the public. It's just like not too far from the lounge section. It's just like the section. I've seen a lot of people, they hang out here. They have like the seating tables. Even they have like the big tables, and then at the back they have like the some of the bathroom and the shower room as well that we can use all for free. But I'm not sure about the shower, so you have to pay for it or something like that. But it's just like the place that it's very I would say it's similar to you are in a lounge anyway, but less people know about this thing. I just found that when I was there, and I just walked around the airport, and then I found that. So it's better than just walk along the way to the gate, right? And then sit near the duty-free shop, something like that. So it's just like it's very far away from that. It's just like in the section of in the lounge section, lounge of the airlines. That I found, and it's quite comfortable there. And they have also as similar to other. We also have the they also offer the library, small library. Yeah, small library. So you can just get up to the second floor. I would say just like the floor, the upstairs. They say like the library, so you can go up there, and then they have like the e-magazine that you can read from iPads. Yeah. And then it's just like a small room, but the view you can see, just like you can see the airplanes on the right side. So that's what I have experienced and what we have in Taiwan. That it's quite different from where I've been, because basically if you want to wait, so they're gonna have like the seats and rows along the duty-free shops, right? And then you have to go straight to the gate area to wait for boarding the plane, right? So this one is just like give you some more like relaxation, I would say, or comfort, just a little bit. Yeah, for that.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
Yeah, library and shower service, right?
Okay, from what everyone has been sharing, there are a lot of things that are very interesting in your countries. In any case, thank you for taking the time to talk with us about this topic. Okay, if no one else has to say more or if you think, then let's go to the next topic.
Okay, the following topic which we would want to share with all of our friends to order for them to share their knowledge is Japanese currency exchange. This includes spending pattern for a variety of goods. The Japanese currency is the Japanese yen. Japan is a country where cash is still widely used. We recommend that you bring some cash with you when visiting Japan. The yen is used for 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, and 10,000 yen is banks, as well as 1 yen, 5 yen, 10 yen, 50 yen, and 500 yen is called. You should be aware that not all ATMs is Japan or our 24 hours a day, including those in the system hall. It's possible that cash won't be available at all times. There will be varying fees for withdrawal transaction. It depends on the duration of the transaction. For example, the monetary chain in Tokyo, in comparison to other places, it still use a lot of cash. In normal life, Tokyo people carry cash varying from 30,000 to 50,000 yen in their wallet. Okay, when entering or leaving Japan, custom request cash, check, traveler check, security or other form of payments. If all of these items are valued at more than 1 million yen, please view the Japanese Customs Service official website. โอเคค่ะในส่วนนี้นะคะก็คือเหมือนถ้าเราจะเดินทางเข้าหรือออกจากประเทศญี่ปุ่นนะคะคือเราเนี่ยจำเป็นจะต้องแสดงจำนวนเงินสดเช็คหรือพวกเช็คเขาเรียกเช็คนักท่องเที่ยวอะค่ะแล้วก็หลักทรัพย์อื่นๆต่อศุลกากรของประเทศญี่ปุ่นด้วยเพราะว่าคือถ้าของมีมูลค่าทั้งหมดเนี่ยมีมูลค่ามากกว่า1 ล้านเยนนะคะคือจริงๆตอนนี้มันน่าจะเปลี่ยนมูลค่าแล้วก็อาจจะต้องติดตามทางเว็บไซต์ของศุลกากรของประเทศญี่ปุ่นค่ะค่ะแล้วก็ต่อไปนะคะก็คือif you have not prepared cash in advance it is simple to convert any currency into yen ก็คือ when you arrive at one of Japanese big airport there is a currency exchange service point we will give an example for of four major airports in Japan, which are first, there is Narita International Airport. Second, Haneda Airport. The third, Jubut Center International Airport. And the fourth is Kansai International Airport. All airports have ATM. It allows you to perform withdrawal transaction, but there may be a service fee depending on the day and time. And do you think your country is what are the spending patterns in cash or online? You can share it. ก็คืออยากให้เพื่อนๆแชร์เกี่ยวกับรูปแบบการใช้จ่ายเงินนะคะในประเทศของตัวเองว่าเป็นเงินสดไหมหรือว่าตอนนี้ได้เปลี่ยนเป็นบัตรเครดิตแล้วเพราะว่าส่วนใหญ่ร้านค้าก็จะรับพวกบัตรเครดิตแล้วก็การใช้จ่ายสินค้าผ่านแบบรูปแบบออนไลน์แล้วแบบอยากให้เพื่อนๆแชร์ในหัวข้อนี้กันค่ะ
I want to share in China. So in China, we like to shopping online because we have a lot of app เช่นแอปแบบ Alibaba อะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะแอปแบบ AliExpress อะค่ะแบบเขาเบาอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะคือแบบแอปช้อปปิ้งเยอะมากเลยค่ะเพราะฉะนั้นแบบคนจีนก็จะชอบการช้อปปิ้งออนไลน์มากกว่าค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Korean, do you have anything you want to share?
So I'm from USA Group, and I mean, I in my country, that means USA Group and USA people mostly use like a credit cards more than cash, and they also have like a 86% that people use credit cards because it's more convenient. It's you can also have like a เขาเรียกว่าไงแบบเหมือนแบบว่ามีรางวัลด้วยถ้าว่าถ้าใช้เครดิตการ์ดอะไรประมาณนี้ค่ะ
Yeah, if you talk about the states, so I have seen the I know that they prefer credit card to cash, right? And I also have the have seen the commercial advertisement about using credit card and cash. They have like the I saw like the it's just like the just at the cashier. There's like customers are waiting in line for paying for their coffee or something. It's just like the just like $2, and like I've seen like in the commercial, it's just like almost like 99% of the customers, they tap the credit card over the machine to pay for their coffee, and the rows there and the queue is moving, and then that's one person stop and pay with cash, and everybody looks at this person, and they just felt like you interrupt the line, interrupt the flow of the queue, something like that, and then they just say like, yeah, using credit card Visa is more convenient and faster, something like that. So that's just like the commercial that they advertise nationally, something like that. So it's just like the show that they try to like encourage people to use the plastic money or credit card more than just cash. Less complication, something like that. And you don't need the change or something like that, because when you talk about cash, right? So you need a person, you need a cashier to give you change or something like that.
Okay, and our last topic today is airport regulations. This is what Japanese people do when it's strictly. Let's go see what's going on.
Okay, the first, go up and down the escalator to stand on the left, because when go up and down the escalator, Japanese people will stand on the left. For those who are in a hurry, walk in the right lane. Therefore, it is mandatory that tourists should be aware. Next. Second, refrain from talking on mobile phones while traveling on public transport. It is a Japanese etiquette that we should know. If anyone is thinking of going on Japan or their own and traveling by bus, they tend to text message rather than phone call. Next. Third, pressing the door to open and close. When taking the elevator, if someone is the first to enter the elevator, they must be the ones who open and close the door. For answer who claim in later as well, and if it's later the fall, there we will go down. We have to let until people ask before leaving on the last person. Okay, and the last. Avoid talking loudly in public. avoids talking largely in public because Japanese people taking privacy very serious, especially in public space, which are area that anyone in society use together. So in conversation, they must be very considerate of those around them and choose not take largely to this stuff. Okay, regulation in your country that we should know.
I can share Singapore. Singaporeans do not tip as administrative fee will be included in the goods and service. And do not use your finger to point a person. Do not overtake to receive service because it is considered disrespectful. And please note that buying, using, and possessing counterfeit tobacco products such as cigarette in Singapore is illegal ก็คือบุหรี่ไฟฟ้าตอนนี้ก็สิงคโปร์นะคะห้ามใช้แล้วก็ห้ามจำหน่ายเพราะว่าจะผิดกฎหมายแต่สามารถพกติดตัวได้ค่ะถ้ามีตามกฎหมายท้องถิ่นก็แบบอนุญาตให้ใช้แต่ห้ามใช้ภายในห้องโดยสารค่ะเป็นกฎหมายของสิงคโปร์ค่ะ
อันนี้สงสัยอารมณ์เหมือนแบบใช้ส่วนตัวอย่างเงี้ยได้ใช่ไหมแต่แบบใช้ในพื้นที่สาธารณะไม่ได้ใช่ปะ
ใช่ประมาณนั้นก็คือเหมือนกฎหมายท้องถิ่นถ้าท้องถิ่นไหนอนุญาตก็สามารถใช้ได้แต่ในสนามบินอะไรอย่างเงี้ยห้ามใช้ในห้องโดยสารเด็ดขาด
I want to share in China. In China, do not use social media. พวกแบบ Facebook, Google, Gmail, YouTube, Twitter, or Line may be available on Android. Instagram and other popular online services are blocked in China. It will be replaced by Chinese service like Len, Baidu, Youku, Weibo, WeChat, QQ. If we want to use a block service, we have to use a wizard called VPN. Thank you.
I will share about USA regulations. It's one of the most important thing in USA. You don't forget to do it. It's about when you go to the service or something store in the store. You can't forget to give them tips. It's very serious, traditional, and my friend says is another thing. When you go to the school in the Texas, you need to use the bag that is visible, that you can see the thing inside. Yeah, I know in USA all it is. Thank you.
Let me can share you an example for the strange regulations of Japanese airports. Japan banned living or non-living insects into the country to prevent the destruction of the ecosystem ก็คือว่ามันมีข้อบังคับ ของญี่ปุ่นเกี่ยวกับสนามบินญี่ปุ่นแปลกๆอีกข้อหนึ่งก็คือว่าเขาจะห้ามสิ่งมีชีวิตที่เป็นแมลงที่มีชีวิตหรือว่าไม่มีชีวิตเนี่ยเข้าเพราะว่าเพื่อป้องกันไม่ให้สัตว์หรือจากต่างแดนเนี่ยเข้ามาทำลายระบบนิเวศของประเทศญี่ปุ่นด้วย
Yeah, so we don't need either animals, insects, or plants that we can just bring from the other country and to bring in to the country, right? Because we don't need to invade invader species, right? We don't want any species to harm our ecosystems in the country.
So what about teacher? Have you ever come across any strange rules at the airport?
No. I would say no. I have never seen anything different from general rules that we all have to follow in the airport in the countries that I've been to. So no, I've never seen anything different from what we have normally seen or follow in the airports all around the world. But anyway, just like we have the ground rules, right? Ground regulations that we have to follow anyway, and then they have like some other countries they just have like this and that in order to make it like to prevent or to raise some concerns regarding each country, you know. So that's why they have these one, like you guys, they have like no insect, right? But who's gonna bring in insects anyway? It's like, I just think like it's just like you happen to have like a mosquito, one mosquito sneak into your backpack, something like that, and then you just fly to Japan, something like that. And then you happen when you get to the airport, you open the backpack and then the mosquito flies away, something like that. But as I want to talk just a little bit because I listened to podcasts and then I just heard about they talk about the history of marijuana or weed, you know, right? The cannabis, marijuana, weed. And they talk about that because the podcast based on the American perspective. So they said like first when the because the first time that marijuana, they are not American people, they hadn't had marijuana in their country, but the first batches that came to the United States, they came from the Middle East, one country. And what I remember is that the first batches of one of the first batches of marijuana that arrived in the United States is from Thailand. So it tells like we use ganja, marijuana for a long time. And people who flew or sailed to the States, so they brought the marijuana with them. And then they smuggled them into the country. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can think of for now. Regarding what you have asked or the topic that you are currently talking about.
Okay, thank you for coming to discuss today with us, which we have run out of topic to discuss today. Thank you, my friend and teacher who came to discuss today. We would like to end discussion for today. Thank you for your interest and cooperation today. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much for everyone to participate. Thank you very much for all those who participated in the discussion, and thank you very much for the leader team as well to lead the discussion and then to have like people share ideas. And yeah, I hope we learn more. So we learn more about the things regarding the airports and travel, more about that. And yes, and the so after this, we are going to talk a little bit about the we're gonna go over the topic about culture, just a little bit about that. And if you have more time, so we're gonna talk about the other topic as well, because as you can see that we have lots of holidays coming up. Right, so lots of holidays on our throughout our courses. Like we are having like other 4 days off, right? Now, so we are not gonna see each other like for the next 2-3 weeks, something like that. So there's gonna be a lot, right? There's gonna be a lot. So I just push all the topic up here, as you can see in the course syllabus. And today we're going to talk about the custom and tradition, just a little bit to give you some ideas that you can prepare. And also, if we have more time, so we're going to talk about the marketing and advertisement. regarding that thing. Okay, so I hope it won't be too long because talking about the culture and tradition, that won't be too long. That's not really a long that's not really a long content regarding this one. And we still have time to talk about the advertisement for the next week anyway, so that should be fine. So, but I know that after the discussion, it's gonna be a little bit tired. It's gonna be a little bit tiring after the discussion anyway. So let's see after that. So okay, so let's have a quick break. Okay, and then we return and then we continue with the content for this week. Okay, so see you after the break. Okay, are you back? Okay. So I hope you feel a little bit refreshed from the break. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this one in our topic here. For the content, we're gonna talk about the customs and tradition here. Okay, so we're gonna talk about just a little bit about the custom and tradition here. So as we know that when we go to other countries, right, when we travel, or even people from different countries, so they have different custom and different traditions. And the thing that we can easily see that can be different from us, like I'm not talking about the things that we can see. We can see first like the skin, right? The skin, the appearance, the clothing, what we wear, something like that. So they can tell you like the people are different from one another, right? As you can notice that. And if we talk about custom and tradition, so the easiest thing that we can see from in terms of custom and tradition here, so we can talk about cultural differences in greeting, right? As you can see that we have different kinds of greetings here, so you can see like 6 different greetings here. So if I put this up here, so here. So let's see, let's have a look at, do you have some ideas regarding this kind of greetings? So we can go to our Miro platform. So you have the link to our Miro platform, right? So we're gonna do just a little bit of this one. So I just wanna see you guys doing this thing just a little bit, so we can just go to our Miro right now. So I'll just show you the screens, and then you can just get in there. Okay. So if you see here, so I'll just show you, yes, the greeting here. So there is no right or wrong. Okay, so I just want to have you guess, no, just in your terms of your idea. So some of the continents, now I would say some of the regions that you can see on the right, it can be some of the regions can be overlap in the greetings. So just give it a try. Guess, like, okay, different kind of greetings. So what kind of greetings that you can see, and you can see in which regions of the world? I don't understand why it's happening like this, no? So just like who's this one, this guy, I don't know who, just like dragging. Okay, so you had seen this one. So yeah, let's discuss just a little bit. So yeah, you may get some ideas that in your perspectives, now that like different greetings they use in different situations. So can you tell me? I know that you know, right? So in what situation that you would use these greetings? In what situation that you would use these greetings? Let's share. Anyone? Do you use all of them? And if you do, or if you use some of them, so let's ask like in which situation that you use these greetings?
อันที่เป็นเอเชียค่ะใช้ในสถานการณ์ที่แบบว่าขอบคุณอะไรอย่างเงี้ยค่ะหรือแบบแสดงความเคารพอะค่ะ
Okay, so you use bowing, right? You bow, right? You bow when you want to pay respect or you want to say thank you to people. Okay.
I think high five you use in the situation of cheer up, like very good, let's high five, like that.
Okay. All right, so you use that one, right? High five. Okay.
Yeah, some like cheer up or something.
In a happy situation, right?
Yes.
Success. Anything else?
I think shake hand like when we want to give some respect to somebody, like nice to meet you and to shake hand with you.
Okay, in general, so thank you very much for your answers, for your ideas that you share with the class, and then you just give your opinions about that. And yeah, right. And if I talk in general, now we can talk in general, like the different greetings here. So you can see in different parts of the world. And when you see greetings, so each type of greeting, so it's if I would say it just like it signifies something, just the formality and informality, as I would say, just talking about like the general ideas that we do. So yeah, we have to select, right? Like, okay, which kind of greetings that we have to use, but it depends on the culture as well. So, but the idea is that it depends on how formal and informal of the situations are, right? How formal, informal situations are. That's the thing that we should consider now, that we have to consider regarding using greeting. So it's just like we shake hands, we bow, we why, no? In case of like we go to business places, right? To a certain extent, we go to like the formal places, like we go to the restaurant, we go to the formal restaurant, we go to the school, we go to the workplace. So we just do something like that in there. Or you're making contact, no? You're making contract, like you buy something, you purchase something, so you have to be more formal. So you can use these things to indicate that. But it's just like if you high five, if you tap on friend's shoulder, you hug, you kiss, so it's less formal, that I would say. So that that's just the what we should consider. And yes, this one. So let's go back to our slides here, and I have a sound clip for you to listen. Okay, you can see the link here. Okay, I'll just copy the link and I can just paste into the our class stream, so you can go and listen. So just listen first, okay? And as you can see that when you listen to it, so you can see the you can see Arthur, I have this 5, 8 conversations talking about the greetings. So just listen and try to complete the sentences that are missing. Okay, so I'll just put this one first. So you can just follow. It's on the stream. Okay, so let's go and listen to the conversation and then we return. And we're gonna talk about each item together. Okay? So let's go and talk about and listen to them. And finish it first. When you finish, so just let me know and we can proceed with this thing, with the discussion together. Okay, so you have any answers?
Number 1 is great to see you.
Okay. So it can be any number, nah? Okay, so we have number 5 as well. One to 8.
Number 2, hello and thanks for joining us tonight. My name is Prapat and this is my colleague Ampai. We'll be looking after you on tonight's excursions.
Number 3, good evening, Mr. Elman. Is everything to your satisfaction? May I get you some more wine?
Okay.
Number 4 is, can I introduce myself? My name is Shai Mishana and I'm the manager. I would like to the people who are going to be looking after you during the conference. This is Masako.
Okay, good. All right, so how about the rest here? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Number 5. Hi, it's Johan, isn't it? Glad you could make it. How are you doing? Be good. Hey, you.
Not bad. Have you met Lucy? She organized this reception.
6. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Paradise Coast, we'd like to welcome you all on board. We request to offer you a complimentary glass of champagne. Seven, you must be Miss However. Welcome to Copenhagen. Let me take your bag for you.
Number 8. Welcome back, Dr. Allegretti. Nice to see you again. We have put you in your usual room.
Okay, so thank you very much for your answers. Okay, so that's correct. So as you can see, you know, so the answer this one and this one. So you see that's what your friend say or what your friend read. The sentences. So yeah, that's right. They are correct. Okay, so you can see that there are different types of greetings. Greetings and introduction. So if you look at its expressions here, so we have like different greetings in introducing. So you can see like we can divide it into like greetings, introducing yourself, check someone identity, welcoming, introduce someone else, and making an offer here. So we're gonna go in detail in this one. So I just give you some ideas that I believe that you know them already anyway. So it's just like the in several ways we greet people and to introduce ourselves. No, so greeting. So the first thing that when we greet, so there are two types of greeting, formal and informal. So as you can see, so just like you use this one more formal, just like good morning, good afternoon, this one. Yeah. And if you hello, hi, so it's gonna be less formal. And also when you welcome, so you just like welcome and welcome back. So you want to welcome people here. So I hope you want to, because it's easy, you know, we have seen, we have heard about this thing already. And we introduce selves. So you can use just like hi. Yes, oh, this one is just more informal, but it's formal, just like use like the way we greet. So we use like, may I introduce myself? May I introduce you? No? This one use may I as well to help you to signify the formality of your expression. And if you want to introduce someone else, so you can use this is or have you met. And also you can use just like the here and there as well if you want to indicate people standing by, so close or far away. So use here and there, the tall man here, the man over there, something like that. So we can use this one, this and that. And also if we want to introduce more than one person, so we just do it individually. Like this is my friend over there. He's like more than one. So it's just one. So it's just like there. So you see that here's that. Okay, so this one just give you some ideas regarding how to introduce people. And also this one is quite important because you can use this one to check someone's identity as well. Like you must be. You must to refer like the refer like I'm not sure about that, but I just want to confirm. Or sometimes you can say like are you, something like that as well. So just like the like this one, but if you use you must, it signifies the certainty. It signifies the certainty that just like I am quite certain that these people can be this guy or name this guy, okay? Or we can use the tag question here. Now you can use the tag questions here, like this one. And you use this one to replace with the name. And no, we are not using. You are, aren't you? No, it's just against the what we usually do. So it's just like it's David, isn't it? It's June, isn't it? It's Bird, isn't it? So we just use this one to. This one is another way that you can check the identity. And the last one here. So you can use these things to offer something as well, because there's sometimes that when you meet people, when you see people, when you go around, and then sometimes you just like to accommodate them, right? Just like if you go to other countries or your friends from other countries come over, something like that, and they don't know these things, so you just offer something, or you want to have them try something. So you can use this thing like can I get, can we get, no, can I give you, can we offer you, things like that. So that should be what we can say to friends and to other people when they visit. So yeah, that's like in general, as you can see that we can wrap up with the all the greetings and introducing, no? That related to this one. If you can see that these, just only these things, so they can express, they can signify the what we the culture, just a little bit about that. So you just follow by the greetings or follow by the gestures or the physical responses, physical expressions to blend in more about that. Okay. So I hope I won't go too fast about these things. And the next thing is that when you travel, right? When you travel and you see the world more, and then you go into different cultures. So you must encounter this thing, okay? A guide to culture and language for the business traveler. Okay, so I just want you to read the guide to the culture and language, no, of these things, okay? And then you just go and match tips about the cultural etiquettes, just to give you some ideas that different realm of professions, they have different cultural etiquettes as well. So culture and language, they are inseparable. Okay, so you can go to our Miro platform. Okay, we can go to our Miro platform, and then you can see this thing. Okay, so I'll just show you here. Okay, so you can match them all together. Read as well, no? You can read and we can match here. So you can match. Okay, you can read them first, and then you can just match the tips with the categories. So you just drag, no? Which one could be matched with which one? Like the greetings, dress, dining out, shopping. So you just drag over this side here, based on the what you can read from this. It's in your book as well, okay? This one is in your book. This one is in your book, okay? So you can read in your book, and then you just go and drag. Yeah, which one is related to categories? Okay, I'll just give you some time to do it. Let's have a look at this one first. Okay, let's see what do we have here. Okay, I believe you have already matched like the dining, shopping, paying for the meals, gift giving, behavior in meetings, and behavior in public. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back and see if what you have selected matches what matches the answer there. So let's come back to our slides. Okay, it's just right here. So you can see, yeah, right, dining out here, behavior in meetings, shopping, behavior in public, paying for meals, and gift giving, right? So you got everything correctly here. So you just like from the reading, no? So you see, like they have give some tips, right? Like when we travel, so we have to be aware of these things, no? When we travel around, so it's just like they cover, no? They cover just give you some ideas in general. That this one is just in general that to give the ideas about the cultural etiquette, no? But it just in some particular countries, no? Like the shopping, bargain, something like that, no? Bargaining, eating, giving tips, no? So this kind of things, okay? All right. So yeah. We are journeying, we are moving to the half of it. So we're gonna have some part of it just left, just a little bit about that. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about these things. Later we're gonna continue of the cultural etiquette. We're gonna talk more about the cultural etiquette and we talk about culture, do and don't, no? Later on these things. So yeah, just have a quick break, okay? Another break. And then when we return, we're gonna talk about this one. When we come back, we're going to talk about do and don'ts in Mongolia. So what's going to be? So let's have a quick break, okay? And then we return and then we talk about it. Okay, see you after the break. Okay, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, as you can see that, now, when we travel to other cultures, now when to travel to different countries, so there are some cultural taboos, right? And then there's some cultural prohibition that and cultural allowance that you can do or people practice, and then if you don't do or if you do something that if you do some things that are deviant from the norm, so sometimes it will consider rude or it's considered unacceptable. No? Okay, so this one, so I'll just give you some ideas now because do it in Mongolia, so you can see in your book that they're gonna give you here. No? So can you guess, read all the do's and don'ts here? Okay, and then you drag down here so we can go to our Miro platform and then we can go to our Miro platform and then we guys together. There. Okay. Cultural etiquette here. So you see do and don'ts in Mongolia. Okay, so you just drag what you think that people should do and what you think people shouldn't do. Okay, just your ideas, okay, just your idea. Don't worry whether they are right or wrong, just your ideas, and then you just drag it over and then to see. So they have like the receive food, leave small gifts, now walk around. Have long conversation, point knives, take a sip, take food, walk in front, touch, keep your head, turn your back, sit with your feet, something like that. So yeah, just go and drag whether there should be do or don't. All right. So you see that you have like the do's and don'ts here, like we should do this, 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 this. Now leave small gift, receive food. Let a pause fence now. Keep your hat, take off your gloves, take a sip, take food. Okay, don't touch others' hat. Point 9, walk in front of, now have long conversation, walk in front, no? Okay, sit with your feet, walk around, okay, turn your back, okay. All right, so let's go and see. Now let's go back and see in our slides here to see if they are correct or not. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, so that's right. And also there are 7 do's and 8 don'ts. So I'm not gonna go into detail that much about this one. So it's just like I just give you some ideas now, because in different culture, this one just give you some idea that different cultures they have different allowance, no? What allow, what is allowed, what is prohibited, no? In their culture, and then when you do something, so it's acceptable, right? So it's just like they will feel appreciate about what you do, and if you do what they don't do, okay, so it's gonna be unacceptable, and it may cause some unsatisfaction, or it may somehow it can create arguments or even conflict between people as well. So it just to a warning that when you travel, when you go around, so you should study about their culture as well, and then to see if it should do or should not do. Huh? Okay, and how about this one? So in your idea, I just want to hear you talk just a little bit about this one. Okay, so in your opinion, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 things. Smoke, wear, kiss, leave food, arrive on time, take photos, eat, and point, blow your nose. So can anyone share? Just give me ideas that, okay, for me, it should do. People should do. For me, people shouldn't do. Okay, or this one you think it doesn't matter. Just look and then just share. Talk to me and then give reasons why do you think it should be in do's, should be in don'ts, or it doesn't matter.
So I wanna share, teacher. Don't take photo of local people. I think it's about like privacy of people. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so you're concerned about the privacy, so we should not, we don't take photos of local people. Okay. Okay, so we just dragged out, take photos, local people.
I choose point at someone with your finger is gonna be drop in don't blank.
Why?
Because like Thai cultures and everyone knows that if you point with someone, it's gonna be like not respect.
It's quite rude, right? To point
Yeah,
finger
I
at
don't.
someone.
I think eat with your left hand it doesn't matter.
Okay. Why?
Because we know like left hand, like when we poo poo, we
Yeah.
wash it, yeah. But only we wash, it's nothing happen. So I think it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I would say like as your friend, I just want to add just a little bit. Yeah, it's done in India. Okay, it's done in India. As your friend said, just like it's because we use that one we use our left hand to wash our bottom, right? So in India, they don't eat with left hand. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anything else?
I think smoke in a public building is don't, because the smoke will make other people stink of smoke.
Okay. It will bother, right? It bother people and it harmful. It's harmful to people's health, right?
I think arrive on time for an appointment should be do.
Can you speak up just a little bit? We cannot hear you clearly at all.
Okay, sorry. I think arrive on time for an appointment should be do.
Okay. Any reasons why you should that one?
Because if you late for the appointment, it will make you look don't have your responsibility, something like that.
Okay, because you work, right? And then you must be on time, right, for the appointment, or just to make you that just don't want to waste people's time, right? So that's good. Okay.
I think wear shorts in a religious building is don't. Because I think you have to give some respect, but yeah, a little bit some
So
respect.
you want to show the respect to religious figures, right?
Some kind like that.
Because it's just like a religion is quite sacred, right? It's quite sacred to people, right? People believe that it's very important, right?
Don't blow your nose in public because it will not look good when the person who saw it might be disgusted.
Can you say it again, please? I cannot hear you clearly.
Because it will not look good อะค่ะแต่ว่าภาพลักษณ์มันอาจจะไม่ดีอะค่ะ
Okay, so don't blow your nose. It's gonna ruin your image, right? Your public image if you blow your nose in public, right? Okay.
I think his family or friend in public it doesn't matter.
Okay. Why?
มันไม่มีอะไรเสียหายอะค่ะ
Okay, so you don't care, right? Kiss, it's just like, yeah, whatever, right? Okay.
Can I pick where a hat in a religious building is going to be dropped in? Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because in my opinion, it depends on religion building where you go. If you go to the church, it doesn't matter. But if you go to temple, it's kind of like strict about it, and you have to take it out.
Oh, okay, so it depends on the types of building that you are going to, right?
Yes.
Okay. So to a certain extent, if you like wear a hat in a religious building, so it's just like how distant, how you regard your that religion as well. So it's kind of like that. Yeah. So it's how like how you look at it and then how you think like, okay, it doesn't matter because it's just like Christianity. So they reflect like very loose cultural aspect, something like that, right?
Can you say it again? เมื่อกี้พูดว่าอะไรนะคะ
Can you say it again, please? You were breaking up. Leave the food on the plate, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think it's depend on where you leave it. If you leave it food court, it's have someone clean it up. But if you go to a cafeteria or something, you have to do it by yourself.
Okay, so you just say like it's in between this one, right? Do and zone, right?
Yeah.
It depends on your consideration, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So this one, the C, right? Even sometimes it's just like this one we go into details, right? We go deeper. It's just like it depends on individuals' perspectives, like on these things. Okay. You may think this one doesn't matter, but to your friends it might be important. Okay. Something like that. So it just like it depends on this one. If we go into the individuals aspect already, no, but so it just like give you some ideas, no. But yeah, in general, if you want to tell people, no, if you can tell people like the cultural etiquette here, and yeah, you can use these expression to tell people as well. You can suggest and advise, no? You can suggest and give suggestion and advice can be expressed by using it, it, and followed by will to be, and then you can use the adjective or noun, or you can use the gerund clause as well. So I can just give you idea like this, no? Like this one, it's uncommon for Thai people to burp after a meal, or it's inappropriate for customers to snap fingers to attract waiters in Thailand, or it is rude to raise voice when you call waiters in Thai restaurants. So you can see like we use the it, verb to be, and then we use adjective, and then we follow by a noun or not, and then you just use infinitive clause in order to tell people like, okay, things should do, things should not do as well. So you give advice or you give suggestion. Okay, so more. How about using gerund clause? Now you can use this one as well, like arriving at the banquet late. It's impolite in Taiwan. Exchanging a business card is common in Canada. Or slurping noodles loudly is a compliment in Japan and China. Something like that. So this one, you start with the gerund clause here, and then you can just tell like, okay, it's okay or it's not. Nah? Afterwards here. Okay, so you can use this one as well, like the first clause here that we know already, and then we use that and subjunctive clause here. So you can say it's necessary that guests must take off shoes in front of the house. It's a good idea that you wear a suit to a party tonight. Or it's polite that you pass things in front of people. So subjunctive clause is just tell people what they should do, what they should not do, something like that. And then you use this one to signify like it should not or it should do. Okay, also they can use this one as well, like it's necessary for guests to remove shoes. Now, that's it. Just like I'll just give you some varieties that you can play around, you can mix around, you can use around in order to give advice and suggestion regarding this one, regarding the culture. Now it's like it's a good idea for you to wear a small shirt, or it's rare for Asian people to show affections in public, something like that. And also we can use this one like gerund clause with our clause, like passing things over people's heads is impolite in Thailand. So this one you can use gerund clause here as well. Or trying new food is an exciting experience. Walking after eating is a good idea. So you can just mix and match all the clauses all together to make the way. So you can see like there are four or five ways now that you can give suggestion, or you can give suggestion and advice to people. Now, in general, you just use it will be or gerund clause here. So basically you can start with it, or you can start with gerund clauses. It depends on you, okay? So these are ways to give suggestions and advice, okay? So it's just like when you travel, or when people come and visit you. So you cannot get away from that, to see people, they behave in a certain way, and people behave differently from what you have been practiced. So you may come and experience this one, the culture differences and culture shock as well, right? So it's just like you have to understand. So that's why when you travel, it's quite important as well, right? Even you just like go to some other regions in Thailand as well, right? Other provinces. So people may have different practices. Even food, clothes, can signify culture as well. So it's just like the things that they come together and that it indispensable. I would say inseparable when it comes to travel. So this aspect, custom and tradition, is also important when you travel as well. So I just hope that this content in this class, so it just give you some ideas in order to help you fulfill the discussion in the next discussion and your writing as well. And for the next week, we're gonna talk more, but we're not gonna talk about the custom anymore. But we're gonna go deeper. We're gonna go to the other topic. We're gonna talk about the advertisement and marketing. So and how you can promote, how you can promote your country, how you can promote your hometown, something like that. So that's gonna be the topic for the next week. So we're gonna have time for next week to work on that before we have the next discussion. And after the discussion for the next week, after the next discussion, so we can talk about experiences and that's just emergency stuff, just a little bit, no? Then we can just, or maybe we just talk about that next week as well. We can combine them together and then we'll see because the advertisement and help that can be come together. So because when we travel and then we need to advertise what is good, what's good for the country. Okay, so that's pretty much about this week. I hope it won't be too heavy for you guys to digest all the contents and give you some ideas about that. And then later we can, it can help you to fulfill your discussion and writing assignments, okay? So do you have, I hope I won't go too fast now. So do you have any questions regarding what we have talked so far? Anything?อันนี้ก็จะเป็นเรื่องที่เกี่ยวกับนี่เนาะที่เราเมื่อกี้เราพูด advice เนาะ give advice เราก็ใช้ German clause เนาะใช้ German clause หรือใช้ it ก็ได้นั่นเองนะครับในการที่เราบอกนั่นเองซึ่งก็จะเป็นตัวอย่างซึ่งเราก็จะเห็นจากตรงนี้นั่นแหละนะครับว่าที่ครูให้ไปว่าโอเคเนี่ยก็จะตามด้วย adjective เนาะว่าแบบบอกไปว่าเนี้ย adjective ตัวนี้จะเป็นตัวบ่งบอกนั่นเองนะครับว่าแบบเรามันเป็นสิ่งที่ควรหรือไม่ควรหรือมันโอเคไม่โอเคอะไรแบบนี้นั่นเองเนาะซึ่งมันก็จะใช้เป็นไอ้นี่เหมือนกันก็คือเห็นไหมเราก็ใช้ German clause ขึ้นมาก็ได้แล้วก็ใช้ adjective ตัวนี้ก็ได้ในการบอกเข้ามานั่นเองเนาะแต่ประโยคพวกนี้หนูก็พอคุ้นๆกันอยู่แล้วแหละนะครับซึ่งหลักๆมันก็คือใช้ it กับใช้ German clause นี่แหละในการบอกนั่นเองเนาะแล้วเราก็ play around แล้วก็จับ mix and match จับมันเข้ามาผสมกัน combine เข้า together นะครับแล้วก็ทำให้มันดูแบบมีอะไรมากขึ้นอะไรแบบนี้นั่นเองซึ่งมันก็เป็นการที่เห็นไหมว่ามันไม่มีกฎตายตัวว่าแบบมันควรจะพูดแบบนี้พูดแบบนั้นอะไรแบบนี้นะมันขึ้นอยู่กับว่าที่เราจะเอาคำมาวางนั่นเองเนาะในการที่เราบอกได้นั่นเองนะครับส่วนนี้ก็จะเป็นลักษณะที่เป็น give suggestion กับ advice นั่นเองในบทนี้แหละที่เราจะเพิ่มเราก็จะได้เรื่องเกี่ยวกับพวกที่เป็นcustoms and tradition นั่นเองนะครับเราก็จะรู้วิธีต่างๆนะรู้ว่าอะไรควรไม่ควรอะไรแบบนี้นั่นเองนะครับซึ่งมันก็จะให้ไอเดียสำหรับหนูนี่แหละในการที่จะทำเรียนบทต่อไปได้อะไรแบบนี้นะครับแล้วก็อาทิตย์หน้าเราก็จะมาดูในเรื่องเกี่ยวกับที่เป็น marketing แล้วก็ในส่วนที่เป็นเรื่องที่เป็นเกี่ยวกับอาจจะเป็น help นิดๆหน่อยๆอะไรแบบนี้นะซึ่งเราก็จะช่วยในการที่แบบทำคลาสให้มันสั้นลงมากขึ้นอะไรแบบนี้นั่นเองว่าเรายังมีเวลา1 อาทิตย์เนาะสัปดาห์หน้านั่นเองก่อนที่เราจะทำ discussion ต่างๆอะไรแบบนี้นะครับซึ่ง discussion เราก็จะเป็น week after next week เนาะนะครับซึ่งก็จะทำให้เราได้ไอเดียมาแล้วเราก็ต้องนี่เพราะว่าหลังจากนั้นแล้วก็จะหยุดกันกระจายเลยนั่นเองนะครับ so we're gonna have lots of holidays coming up so we just like so we just we won't see each other like a lot no in April and later when we come back so you're gonna do the discussion and summative test afterwards so it's just like just very quick now we have lots of days off anyway okay so do you have any questions comments concernsมีไหมครับใครมีข้อสงสัยอะไรไหมทุกคนยังอยู่ไหม
ยังอยู่ค่ะ
ไม่ตอบอะไรเลยกูก็ถามไปไม่ได้ฟังเหรอหรืออะไรไง
ไม่มีแล้วค่ะ
Okay, so I hope it won't be too heavy contents for you guys, no? So I hope it can be useful to you guys in order to fulfill the requirements of the course and somehow to help you travel more comfortable. Anyways, if you don't have anything further, and also we can just go and relax, and then we come back and see you next week. No, next week we're gonna be more contents regarding traveling anyway. Okay, and then we talk more about that next week. Okay, so if you have anything, so I'll just end the course today. So thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your participation, and as well as usual, as I told you, nah. So what? Who participate in discussion, so they will be observed anyway. Now the score will based on your performance individually. And if the group leader, so they will be graded as a group. And if you participated in the discussion, so everyone is observed anyway. So who participated get the score anyway. Okay, so that's about it. No? So I'll see you again next week. Enjoy your lunch. Oh no, enjoy your lunch if you haven't had that. And enjoy your dinner and then enjoy the rest of the week. And then we'll come back and see each other again next week. Okay? So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for participating in all the activities. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. And then I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye bye.